You sit in a room full of laughing people, yet you feel entirely alone. On the surface, you are listening to their stories and nodding along, but inside your head, a quiet observer is analyzing every word, every tone shift, and every subtle gesture. You notice the hidden insecurities behind their jokes. You predict where the conversation is going, and you suddenly realize how exhausting simple social interactions have become for you. You wonder why you cannot just turn your brain off and enjoy the moment like everyone else around you. By the time you finish this video, you will understand the exact psychological burden that comes with a deep mind, and you will learn how to transform hyper-awareness from a heavy curse into your greatest quiet strength. To master this weight, we must explore what actually happens inside a mind that notices everything, because depth without direction quickly becomes a mental prison. When you possess a deeply analytical mind, your brain is wired to process information on multiple layers simultaneously. Where an average person sees a simple interaction, you see underlying motivations, unsaid words, and emotional patterns. In the beginning, this feels like an advantage because you can read a room instantly and spot dishonesty from a mile away. But over time, this constant stream of observation turns inward, and you begin analyzing your own every thought, mistake, and emotion with the exact same relentless intensity. This is where the quiet burden begins to take its toll on your life. You stop experiencing your emotions, and instead, you start analyzing them. When you feel sad, you do not just feel the sadness. You dissect why you feel it, where it came from in your childhood, and what it says about your character. You turn your own life into a permanent crime scene, and you act as the detective, the suspect, and the judge all at the same time. This process is known in psychology as over-intellectualization, a subtle coping mechanism where the mind uses constant analysis to protect itself from actually feeling uncomfortable truths. As a result, a deep distance begins to grow between you and the world around you. Small talk feels painfully meaningless because your mind craves depth, substance, and truth. You find yourself retreating into solitude, not because you hate people, but because maintaining casual social interactions demands an energy you simply do not have to spare. You begin to feel like a stranger in your own daily environment, watching life happen through a sheet of thick glass. Look closely at your own thoughts right now and ask yourself if you are truly living your life or merely dissecting it from a distance. This single realization marks the line between an unregulated deep mind and an integrated one. An unregulated deep mind remains trapped in the paralysis of endless analysis, using its intelligence to construct complex reasons for feeling isolated and misunderstood. But an integrated deep mind uses its awareness as a powerful lens to see reality clearly, and then returns its focus directly to the present moment. To break out of this reflective trap, you must change the fundamental way you talk to yourself when your mind starts spiraling into hyperdrive. Instead of saying, "No one understands how deeply I view the world," say, "My deep awareness is a specialized tool, and I choose when to use it and when to set it down." Instead of saying, "Why am I overthinking this simple interaction?" say, "My mind is looking for patterns, but right now I choose to simply feel the room." This shift in self-talk stops your intelligence from turning against your own mental peace. Notice the difference between being trapped in the mind trap and operating in the state of expressive power. In the mind trap, your intellect works like a hyperactive engine running in neutral, burning massive amounts of fuel without moving your life an inch forward. In the state of expressive power, you harness that exact same mental depth and funnel it into creative work, strategic decisions, and meaningful connections with the few people who match your wavelength. Throughout history, the most profound thinkers were not those who allowed their minds to consume them from within, but those who learned to anchor their hyper-awareness in concrete action. They understood that intelligence is meant to serve your living experience, not to replace it. When you stop dissecting every sensation and start using your depth to build, write, create, or solve real problems, the heavy weight in your chest transforms into a profound sense of inner authority. The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche spent his entire life exploring the vast depths of human psychology, consciousness, and the terrifying weight of deep thought. In his masterpiece Beyond Good and Evil, Aphorism 146, he issued a legendary warning that every deep thinker must carry in their heart. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. Nietzsche understood that when you spend all your time staring into the dark complexities of life, the darkness eventually reaches back and shapes your own mind. Your intelligence is a double-edged sword that can either illuminate your path or carve you away from the world. When you learn to master your gaze, you no longer fear the depth of your thoughts. You walk through the world with an unshakable, quiet clarity. Take a moment right now to recognize the power of your own awareness. Decide today to stop using your intellect as a weapon against yourself. Leave a comment below sharing how you handle hyperanalysis in your life, and subscribe to join us on the next step of this journey.